So, it's this time of the week again, the time of the week where I look at the current situation of the game and I flame your choices and try to give you some minor tips. So enjoy, sit back and relax. Gonna put some music on and it's gonna be a fun one. Okay, gonna start with this Japan and here we go with some music. Hopefully you can hear it. Don't really want to go and test and sound etc. So just hope you can hear it. So let's look at Japan. Japan is in a golden era. They're sitting on a shitload of mana because they have an embrace institution in it. And I want to take ahead of time to see in the world. Yep, they do, and they are in Alaska, and they can use the California trade at least, and Mexico trade as well, so not too bad. They need to secure Polynesia though, the Polynesian Triangle. But since they're the only colonizer over here for now, I don't think Malacca has colonies, but they like to colonize the Indonesia and Philippines. So yeah, you're gonna have monopoly on the colonization of the Pacific Islands and the west coast of the Americas. Starting some buildings, that's great to see. Didn't spam these, that's fine. No menus, sadly. A lot of churches, no regimental camps, no manpower, okay. You got foothold on the mainland, fighting some rebels here, big as fleet. I mean, except the fact that you are ludicrously behind on ideas, you're doing okay. Merchant here, merchant there, with third merchant. I mean, why do you have a merchant here? What? This, like, so you acknowledge the fact that you don't have any power anywhere, but then you could put your merchant in Hangzhou. There's way more money in Hangzhou. You're earning 0.02 ducats here, and you're not using the merchant for anything here. That's weird, man. Your income is dog shit, actually. Why is that? You're not making that much. I guess we have a gold mine. I mean, you want some better income, then click this button. And since you're swimming in middle, you might as well click the button after you've done this. And then dump it to 10 depth. And now you're making 2 ducats more. It's gonna help your income slightly. Also think you did something wrong by getting rid of something. I think you could have the militarization as Japan in this mod, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, you have a medium mission tree that's like gonna give you a lot of busted bonuses, so yeah, have fun with that. So, here we have the Chinese guy. So the China guy yeeted the Korea guy, and now Japan is in Korea, and he's in North China, and Korea guy is dead. He's very nice on an income, making a lot of it from tax though. He's mostly up to date on the tech. Don't have the institution or the tech 10 yet, which hurt him a bit. Filled out his offensive ideas, still working on eco ideas. I mean, it's decent. You can sell titles for a lot of money that you could invest back into your nation, because you have no menus. You have few temples. You have like some really good temples still to be built. You have some workshops, really fucking great workshops to be built. And you don't have any forcement buildings. I mean, your nation has so much potential. 16 inflation, whatever. You're sitting on a lot of loans. I mean, why aren't you selling titles? You just wanna like get rid of your loans and then invest in your nation. I know you're fighting something up there. Okay. And you have the most busted mission tree in the game as well, like getting plus 20% dev cost everywhere, getting free development, etc. As your merchants, you So you're not collecting in Beijing. So once you solidify China, you want to collect in Beijing. It's way best. It's better node in China by far. You already have 51%. So who has more percent up here? Chi. What the fuck is Chi? That's a Chi. Okay. I mean, once these guys go and you put the move your trade capital up here, upgrade these centers of trade, Beijing will make more money than Hangzhou. Yeah. Right now, I think your trade capital is in your capital, but you also have merchant here. You would be making more money if you collected in here. Like, why are you collecting where you're already collecting? When you have so much power, or move the merchant up here to collect, you make like 3 ducats more a month. Would definitely be worth for you. Yeah, so like, country's looking great, but there's small things that could be improved upon. I also don't think you need this navy. Are you gonna try to fight the Japanese or the Malayans? Else, just delete it. Honestly, you don't need it. Like, what do you need this for? This one as well. So we are Malacca now. Malacca, what the fuck is his income? I mean, Brunei's still, yeah, Brunei's cucking you off so much money because they own this 1 cent of trade in your trade node. We haven't gotten this gold province. This gold province is your fucking vessels. That's some issues here. You could definitely be making like these two provinces together would be like 10 ducats a month. So it'd be like 66 ducats, and then if you like eat the Brunei instead of going to Java before you eat the Brunei, then you would have like solidified your control over this node way more. You have 6 merchants. You went traded, yes, I guess. Trade expansion, yes. So you are full agreed on the money. I mean, it's not bad. There's nobody around you to punish you for going trade expansion. So yeah, I think I can do that actually. I think it's fine. You have merchants galore. Arguably, you could move your you should move the merchant collecting in Malacca up to steering from Hangzhou. That would likely be beneficial to you. You will of course be struggling for admin and diplomats. You're not focusing anything at this point. I think I would focus admin because you need to core all of Brunei sooner rather than later, and you need to fill both these idea groups. I don't know why you're sitting on these ludicrous amounts of mana. Of course, you'll be picking a mill idea group next. I mean, it doesn't really matter to fall behind on Diplo and admin tech that much. Like the admin tech, yes, you're gating the next idea group, but honestly, it doesn't really matter that much. Definitely think I'll just dump all your Diplo power into trade ideas. Regarding buildings, I don't imagine we have a lot built here. Yeah. Few barracks even. Yeah, some buildings. No menus, no. I mean, this nation, it is in a rich area. Once it gets Brunei yeeted, once it gets the Spice Islands, and actually develop these close provinces up. He's colonizing Sidorius. Oh, so sad it's spawned gems are not close here. Well, what can you do when you're so killing AI? But yeah, over here there's a lot of money to be had, and eventually you can get Australia as well, etc, etc. Your nation has potential, a lot of potential. So there's no Ayutthaya player. I definitely think you should make a push up there. It's really valuable in land, and the best formable in this entire area is Siam. It's a really busted formable. 10% dev cost, 10% tech cost, 10% idea cost, discipline. I think there's more Olive armies in there. Let me know what. Let me just find up here on the screen. So morale of armies, 30% national manpower modifier. That's like Russia levels. Idea cost, prestige, dev cost, tech cost, discipline, yearly absolutism. It's an amazing formable. you need to switch to what is it called, Thai culture. So, but that would be doable. Like that would definitely be worth for the CM4 one. Let's go to Avisa. Avisa, which joined very late and is now a vassal of VJ. Religious, offensive, exploration ideas. I mean, I thought he was going to be a strong vassal, but maybe he's just like memeing the fuck shit out of this. So I reckon you've been AI, but I think you could have given more privilege this way. Also, you can sell titles for sliding tiny bit of money. You are March. I'm pretty sure this incurs something in the rules, but you should likely accept this culture. You have okay. Yeah, you're making +3 docket. You should definitely be running level 1 advisors. Construction cost, more of maybe whatever, and 4 defense. And then take, like, doesn't Indian States, I'm not expert in Indian States. Oh, I have that one there. So, Jane should have something? No, you don't. Well, at least you should have administrative advisor costs. And when you feel like you have to crown on forward, we give religious culture as well. As such a small nation, it's like 10% production efficiency and manpower buff in your entire nation. Yeah, you have a bit of corruption. We don't do that. We put that out. And I mean, you have some rebels popped up to 80 and 90%. Kill them, and then off maintenance, and then you can root out your corruption. Vidianica is a golden arrow, interesting enough. Yeah, we're getting mill mana, we're getting the mana. 17 income, decent income. Very lucky that nobody is steering out of Coromandel yet. Coromandel is notoriously very leaky with going down to other places, like Gulf of Aden has quite a bit of pushing power as well as Gujarat. While Cape of Good Hope is not that pushing in itself, but sometimes there's Holland or Portugal that shows up down there, and they want all the Indian trade, so they send 300 light ships in your face. But yeah, very nice chunk of money to be had right now for you. That's amazing. You are overextended. Oh, not that one. That was don't step up. That wasn't worth it. You are a bit behind on ideas, like you haven't finished your second idea group before you started on your third. I mean, we have built a little bit in this nation. I mean, you have built a few buildings. No, you've built some of these, haven't you? I mean, you built a new capital in this down here. Like, honestly, these roads, they're not really worth it. I mean, yes, if you're gonna dev the institution or something, or when you have everything else built, they are another cherry on top. But for 148 ducats, well, what exactly are you getting? You're getting a tiny sliver of dev cost, a tiny sliver of local trade power, and that's it. Like honestly, they ain't really worth it until you've built everything else. Like, yes, it's positive things they're giving, but look at this, they give +1 trade power. If you compare this, it gives 6 trade power in the marketplaces. They don't give any income. You could build like 0.15 ducats a month. Like, roads are bad. Don't spend your money on them. Yeah, your merchants are correct. Yep. Punjab now. So my nation, how do I think it's going? I think it's going quite well, considering I started with 5 provinces. I'm unlike the other guys here, low Crownland Gaming, and why I'm doing that is because I really wanna spam out as many buildings as I can. See, I've been building manufactories, I've been building workshops, I've been building a few churches, not too many. I've even been started building regimental camps to like boost my force limit. I think I also built a few of these, but not too many. So yeah, slowly starting to build up my nation. I checked me and Persia has the most buildings value in Skanderbeg. So yeah, really like that. My nation is really defensible if Persia wants to attack me, but quite vulnerable if VJ wants to attack me. Yeah, I'm up to date on tech. I've done 14 ideas and I'm nearly halfway with my third idea group. I managed to juggle around so I can actually focus Diplo in time. Got the Punjab ideas, got Sikh religion, so yeah, I really like where this nation is going. Um, as people have commented, I have like a bit of an ugly border. And maybe, I don't know if it looks better on the player map mode, but there's a lot of wasteland around here, so hopefully I can clean it up next session so you don't have to tear your own eyes out. So, my ally Persia, he got, looked like he got all of our fucking bonuses from Sebastian. Yeah, he got this down here as well, and this one, yeah. That's pretty nice for him. He got this monument at level 1. Of course, this will be massive once it gets later up. He's still behind on ideas. Ludicrously behind. But that'll also be something he'll have to work on. Very nice build on the workshops. I guess temple not built nice, but we'll have to delete those later. You can see already a lot of promises with the yellow color, meaning they have no more building slots. No regimental camps. A few menus, I like to see that. That's very nice to see. And some manpower. Yeah, Persia's getting built up, getting his income up. Just only lacking ideas now. Very great income as well, but the Persian note is juicy. Your merchants are. So yeah, I would put my mother merchant in Hormuz, I think. But Hormuz only goes well with me. Now I put in Gujarat. Or maybe Samarkand, but Samarkand. I mean, possibly in Samarkand, but yeah, in Gujarat or Samarkand. If you're afraid of attacks, I would try to fortify up a bit more. You are quite vulnerable right now with, like, you have so much defensive terrain, but you don't have the forts. Like here fort is notoriously very good. A fort down here would like cut off this corridor. And you don't have a fort down here, so you actually are vulnerable. If anyone wants to attack you, they can come from the south here. That said, you do have one line here, so actually that doesn't really matter too much. You have a marsh. You'll be guaranteed to fight on -1 for the enemy, at the very least. So yeah, Persia looking pretty good. Not gonna lie. Only thing he needs to do is get on top of its ideas. So it's you're actually getting all the bonuses in here that you really like. Morale of armies, ICA, discipline. It's just so amazing, these ideas. And then you compare it with the Sebastian monument here on top. You're gonna have some really strong military down the line. So gonna move on to the Seljuks, and then I'm gonna look at what nation are played in Africa. So the Seljuks, oh, that sucks to have such a ruler. I mean, we are behind in ideas as well here. You're gonna be 8 just before you get your infantry shock. And you have the discipline and the tradition and offensive done. Yeah, decent income-ish. You have the Constantinople node, which of course gonna be making a good buck, good bank. Definitely you should not have your merchant here. Are you propagating religion? I guess then. It saves you some time. I mean, that might be worth it, but once you've done, definitely move it down to Alexandria. Because right now the Italians are yeeting all the money from that. I tried to run that last advisor. Yeah, I mean, I don't really like this, but you seem to not really be selling anyway. So it doesn't really affect you that much. But then it's just taking out a slot of nobility for nothing. If you don't like to seize. And why, no, or sell, I mean. And why should you sell? Because your nation could be built up. Like, you have no menus, okay, well. You have very few churches, like 0 to 30. It's gonna pay itself in no time. Yeah, workshops as well. Like, you have so many good buildings to build, mate. You're gonna have to, like, solo style, get that money. Possibly even take burger loans. Like there's so many good buildings that'll pay themselves off in no time. Also, you're paying for taking attrition here. Pop the two and then Israel separatist and a Tabasine separatist, and then take off army maintenance so you're making good, decent balance. When is your truce? Your truce is up in 7 years. Yeah, so you're not gonna be fighting these guys anytime soon. Might as well just make a positive income while you don't have anything else to do. I mean, defensively, yeah, it's different here than vanilla. Actually, Constantinople is wide open. You can't really lock it off. But Constantinople is not your capital anyway. I mean, you have some decent defense. I don't think the tech fort does, like, a fort in Kazan would do the same as a tech fort. And it would also connect to this fort. That then connects to this fort. Then yeah. So actually, a fort in Kazan would serve any purpose from the east or south to get into your lands. That would be very strategic for you. I wonder advice. Try to make up for that. Your ruler is a fucking monkey, and one more of those advisors. I like the little free morale of armies, but yeah, I try to run another one in here. So Congo, I think Congo's the only nation played, right? Even though Somalia looks pretty fucking neat. Is Somalia played? I'll have to find out. EU for sign-ups. It doesn't look to be played. Well, should be a decent nation to jump on if you want to join. Congo is sitting on a decent bank of money for some reason. 515, decent ruler. I mean, not the best income. You did go down here. You did start to like increase your income from these. I'd like to see that. You're behind on ideas because, well, institutions bets down here. I guess you've been here as well. We're not. Yeah, we're getting the money. Yeah, it's great. Your trade is going to be scuffed until you secure Zanzibar node, but well, it's just a matter of time at this point because Mombasa is your vassal. So yeah. Once you like eat the living shit out of what remains of Kilwa, and you integrate your vassals, you'll be in a really great economic spot that you then can fuel into your advisors, fuel into your nation, and catch up with the European nations. Look about at adopting some more cultures unless you're expecting a culture shift. You got some. Oh, Kilwa took the Cape. That's gonna be free land for you then. Can you see it? No, you don't see it, but you can just like next forward Kilwa demand it, because even though you can't see it, you can demand the territory. And once you've occupied like the capital, etc., then you can maybe get like 70% war score in and just demand the Cape and say fuck you to the Europeans. Yeah, that's pretty decent. I don't expect a lot of build up here. I mean, it's not the there's just a few buildings there. It's not amazing, but I mean, I've seen worse. Oh no, I've seen like spamming these early roads. I mean, if you're deaf to institutions, I maybe guess that's worth it. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go up to the big daddy of the campaign, Ruthenia, or Ukraine as it's actually called in the tag. 100 income. That's really great. Novgorod is your primary node. You are steering from Kazan and Kiev with your. What's the third merchant? It's from Astrakhan. Yeah, Astrakhan is like the best. There's not a lot of money in White Sea. Alternative would be Crimea, but I still think this. Unless you want to yank Celtics from some money, could possibly be making more money. I think it's a correct choice. Yeah. You are behind on trade ideas, but trade ideas is a great pick, third pick for you here. I definitely think it's right, and you're also behind on eco ideas, but definitely think it's the right pick. You get a colonist later on. We're gonna colonize this shit over here. I mean, it's gonna take forever. You don't have the Siberian frontier, but whatever. I guess it's kind of worth it. You surely has a very busted mission tree. Wouldn't be surprised. It's Ante Bellum after all. You're getting the mana. Yes, that's great to see. I think you've been participating in the warmongering, but I would hope to see some build up here. No regimental camps, no manpower buildings, no menus, just a few workshops like Königsberg, like for that's 0 to 3 ducats a month. I mean, yeah, some churches don't really build maybe this one, and don't build more than that. Sell titles, get that sweet money, get it back invested into your nation. Like it's just there to invest. Yeah, your forts are on your capital and defensive terrain. I mean that's decent. You don't have any. You have vessels in Finland, I guess. Finland and Galicia, Volhynia, which is down here. I mean, considering that you are behind on Diplo and Eco ideas, maybe you should just like vessel feed a bit more, so save yourself some points. But yeah, the Europe, like this is Russia, basically, and it's in the fucking Baltic Sea. It's in the Crimea, like, and it has so much AI left to eat over here. Like, guys, I would be scared about this nation. Except that he's drilling his troops while he should be army maintenance down, make more money, best back into your nation instead of drilling your troops. For fuck's sake. It's just a waste of money, honestly. Like, sure, if you have infinite amount of money and money is not your problem, but you need manpower or quality of your army, yes. But you don't have infinite amount of money, you have infinite amount of land to build in. So no, we don't drill here. Stop that. So Denmark seems also to be in a golden era. You are embargoing Parthenia. I definitely think you shouldn't be doing that. That's hurting your income. Very high crown land. Sell some titles. Get some money. We're getting we're getting the mana points here. That's great to see. I mean, Sauntolia is replaced the center of trade, I guess. You still have fucking jack shit control because this fucking Bendia is cocking you all the money. Upgrade your centers of trade for fuck's sake, mate. Build some trade. Okay, you've at least done those. But like, upgrade them. Your capital here has a lot of trade power. Are you using this edict? No, no, no. Put on the trade power edict. Upgrade these centers of trade. What? Oh, Haze of War. Well, then once your war's over, upgrade them. You have some Patriot of Papal Influence you can use. I would definitely go with the construction cost, because you need to build your nation. And then you could maybe hold on to the other one, or take the mobile of armies if you're going to be fighting. You are quality eco ideas, that's the right choice, but you haven't picked the third idea. Definitely go for trade. You need some more trade in Lübeck. You are supposed to be rich due to having Lübeck node, except you didn't get the Lübeck node completely, and now you're not making nearly as much as you ought to in the Lübeck node. So, I mean, Bremen is still independent, dude. Go kill it. What the fuck? I'm surely you have some missions here that could be worthwhile. Of course, if you could form North Sea Empire, that would be amazing for you. But yeah, you're gonna be forming. How is it? That was not what I meant to. So let's look here. E for console commands. How is it you kill the wars? End. I don't have to look at this. Me looking through this stupid stuff. Devotion, state, insult. And delete underscore wars. I mean, is Scandinavian these any good? Yeah, they're pretty decent. Honest in Catholic provinces. Interesting. I wonder what it does if you're not Catholic. Anyway, that's gonna be pretty neat for you, and you maybe get some even more missions. I do not know, but it's gonna be decent. You also have some monuments that's very great later on. This one is quite amazing. Something up here in the mud. I mean, maybe you have to unite with Norway. I don't think so, but not the greatest monument. What's this? Ah, well, you need to be the strongest trade power, which you're not because you have no fucking trade. Anyway, you need to invest in a nation. I like to see this build some better workshops. You have very few churches, but then again, they're not that amazing. No menus. Yeah, like that general lack of build up. So now I'm gonna moving into the nations that have been devouring each other. So I expect no build up, but doesn't mean I can't find other things to mold about your nation. So we have corruption here, and we're making a positive income. Do it without that corruption. Like, get it away as soon as possible. It's hurting your nation in more ways than you actually think. All power cost, yes, that's one you know. Minimum autonomy. That's really fucking bad. Like, minimum autonomy is just like gonna hurt your nation forever. So yeah, get that corruption out of the way. You have a gold point here. That's for development. Definitely prioritize getting that higher development. Bohemia is dead. Let me get that map up again. Yeah, Bohemia did. So yeah, try to get the gold mine here, 10 development. That's sweet. Get that gold mine. That's a lot of money. Could really use that. A lot of money. Settle the title. Seize some land. Get that corruption. Get those. Oh, one loan. I guess that's fine. You bankrupt? No, you're not bankrupt. Why do you have so much corruption for the loans? I don't wanna music be annoying. So yeah, that's pretty amazing. You convert your nation as well, dude. Might as well. Makes them like if your people ain't happy, you get like negative goods produced, negative tax, negative plus unrest. So yeah, like convert the nation, it's actually worth it. I actually decent control of the Ragusa node. Not gonna lie, that's really decent. Does the Alexandria? No, Alexandria doesn't flow into it. Yeah, it only has one node flowing into it. But pretty decent control of that node still. I mean, you need to build up. That's basically like you're. Oh no, you're behind here massively, and yeah. I mean, yeah, you've done your death warring. You have all of the Balkans now. Congratulations. Well, except Venice has Byzantium, but whatever. So yeah, do some build up. Eat the last AI and see if like you can catch up, cause you're behind. Okay, we're gonna look at apparently is the tag for this nation. Yeah, whatever. Oh my god. So, let's look. As Vendia, you decided, hey, I'm gonna go colonizing. Problem is, I don't have fucking colonial veins. I got to Greenland. Congratulations. But still, how, like, to use colonial trade as a North German nation, you need control over North Sea. You don't have control over North Sea. Your ally Denmark doesn't have control over North Sea. You're never gonna get the trade money from this. It's not gonna give you anything really. It's just like completely wasted idea slot in which you could have taken eco ideas that would have given you so much more value as a North German miner. Or, yeah, still miner. I do not agree with that assessment of going expansion. It's really a bad idea. You have some great workshops still to be built. Yeah, some churches look fine. And yeah, like no build up. Like when you're in this smaller nation in North Germany, I usually see high amount of build up, but it is what it is. Had the Schwerin fort. I don't think that's worth it. Where's your capital? It's in Hamburg. So yeah, if you wanna like, if you feel like you wanna delete the fort and build another one, yeah, build one in Klein. And for the love of God, yeet the fuck out of Bremen. It's either you or Denmark go yeet this thing out. It's taking. Look, it's taking 20% of your income. like, yes, you can't deal with the Netherlands and Britannia having power, but this Bremen just sitting there, just go kill it before the Netherlands does, and you even more of your income. Yeah, I mean, honestly, you have bureaucracy. So when you get to tier 8, you can get Pursuit of Knowledge, and then you can see the stats of the 5 selectable areas you have. That's really amazing, but until you get that, then Theocracy honestly is the worst government type, because your mana is just, you have zero control over your mana. You're just gonna get like one bad ruler one after another, and another one you maybe get like 10 good rulers in a row, but you cannot control this Theocracy. That is the downside of Theocracy, until you get the tier 8 Divine Cause Pursuit of Knowledge here. Okay, let's look at this. That was not the thing I was supposed to look at this. So, Pokeman is as a player. Tech PAP. Okay. So, Pokeman, you have full maintenance in the armies, you have no revolt risk, you have maybe in position to attack something, but if you're not gonna attack something, then we do this and save you some money because your income is not great. Actually, are we recording? We are recording, yes. So Pope, you have a fort in Frankfurt, you have a fort in Würzburg, you have those are not really defensible forts. Arguably like moving to Rothenburg and Nassau or Oberhessen, something like along those lines. Nuremberg is still independent. Is somebody gonna threaten you if you deck on it? Because it's yanking of money. Like Nuremberg has 7%. It's something. It's not a lot, but it's something. Same thing with Dortmund. I know there might be free cities, etc., but like at this point the Empire's dead. You're not gonna get more reforms in the Empire. You haven't even gotten the first reform, and you're never gonna get it. Yeah. Oh, fuck the Empire then. Go and kill those whole free cities. Oh, you're fighting for India, but the war's already won. It looks like. I definitely won that last advisor. Like you're making plus a lot of money right now. You're getting the mana. Yeah, that's quite good. I mean, this is decent. Like this is the best looking ideas field I have looked at so far. The divine ideas are a bit, I mean, niche ideas. They're not bad, but they're a bit niche. The fire damage received is really amazing late in the game. Leader cost, it's also really good in late game, but in the early game because you're not going to be stacking leader cost. You're not going to have to spare mill to recruit a lot of leaders to get professionalism. Wall of Arm is great. Culture conversion is greater later on. The death cost is of course quite good. Manpower True Faith is quite good as well. But in sheer quality, this doesn't offer the same as quality ideas does, or the same bonuses to leaders as offensive does. So I mean, divine idea is not bad. The policy is quite bad as well. Trade policy is decent. So yeah, like except not the best policies in this group with the other choices you've picked. Like you've picked eco ideas, you'll be losing on the manpower, the morale, and the death cost. But on the other hand, you'll be getting more discipline, more compatibility. Like you'll be getting 10 discipline because of the policy with eco. So yeah, like this forces you into also picking quality next if you want to be anywhere near relevant to other powers, because the 10 discipline is just too big to miss out on. Yes, these some buildings, yeah, not too bad. I know with the mental camps. You should definitely be selling those titles. Like your nation could be built up and then take some. Ah, you have them. I actually could do this, and then you could retake these things, and take this one as well. And now I have a lot of money. And what we do with a lot of money? We invest them in your nation. Bam, 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 and then you increase your income. And once you do that a lot, then you invest in your nation, then you could kill Vendia because Vendia is weak as fuck. But then again, so are you. Oh, but you're playing nice role playing with Pope in Germany or something, I guess. I guess that's quite funny. So Swabia, first thing that I notice is you're paying 1 mil mana for no reason. Like, get this guy out of here. You have no PP because you lost a war with Arls. I mean, maybe you're in a dead state. I do not know, but yeah, it looks like you lost a war with Arls. Like, let's maybe you were allied to something. I do not know. I don't fully comprehend the warring that went on into Europe. But no amount of warring has resulted in so few ideas picked. I do not think you should pick imperial ideas. I don't think they give anything really. Diplomatic relations, reason to elect? Nope, there's no ally and like relations. What are you gonna use all those relations for? Diplomats? I mean, you have 3 already. That's enough. Unjustified demands, aggressive expansion. It's multiplayer for fuck's sake. These won't matter. Chance of new air? Meh. Diplo annexation, vassalization acceptance. On that deal play, there'll be no AI left in 40 years. Monthly reform progress is pretty good. I must give you that. Diplomatic free policies, whatever. Like, please do not do this. Like, look at this and see. Innovative. It could give me more mana. That would be great. Economic ideas. I could make more money. I could have living for cheaper. State governance ideas. I can expand infrastructure way more because I get gov capacity and dev cost. It's really good. Or you could say, hey, trade ideas is gonna make me a lot of money. Imperial ideas is not gonna make you anything, dude. Stop that. You have some flatland forts. Don't recommend keeping those around. And where's your mana gone? Like, what the fuck? Ideas? Question mark. I didn't do this, but yes, this is right. This is basically what I'm thinking here. What the fuck? I mean, yeah, this nation is not like ideas are so major part of the bonuses your nation get. You unlock your national ideas and you get bonuses in here. So right now, you have 1 idea. That's 1 bonus. If you look at Croatia, they have 10 bonuses plus 2 additional national ideas. That's 12 bonuses they're getting. I get some of these might not be that relevant, but it's still more bonuses. Also, if you wanted to meme Croatia, you could ask the Russians and the Pope to join coalition against them. But yeah, just a side note. So your ideas on ways that make your nation stronger. They just make your nation stronger. Like, they're only a positive thing. So I do not know what went on with your mana generation. Your king elector is a fucking monkey, and your heir is slightly better. So the heir goes poof. Your king goes into a general, so he dies faster, and then you pray for the love of God that you get something a bit above average, because you need to catch up so bad. You're getting some mana here, that's great to see, but you need to do some more management of these guys, because holy shit, they ain't good. You're focusing Diplo ideas? I mean, you're behind on Miltech. I wouldn't do this. Okay, let's look at your vassal. Let's hope they're doing better. Also golden arrow? Yeah, all you guys just popping golden arrow left and right. You also have appeal ideas. Like, is there any policy that I'm missing here that's insanely good? Terms and run of armies. Nah, fuck this. Fuck this shit. It's so bad. Stop going it. Like, oh no. Why would you take it? Like, if you're vassals, you might not make any trade money at all. That's fair enough. Then you take espionage ideas. I mean, espionage ideas give some useful stuff. They give siege ability, spy network construction, advisor cost, yearly corruption. That's something actually gonna save you quite a lot of money. I mean, there's decent stuff in here. There's not in these imperial ideas. What the fuck, guys? Intel, yeah. Should likely expand infrastructure in this province. You're sitting on a bit of corruption. Try to root that out. Why your armies are full maintenance for... I mean, I expect some kind of war is gonna happen here. Else delete all these mercenaries. They are bankrupting you. Maybe you're trying to bankrupt yourself. I don't know, but you're losing a shit ton of money for all these mercs. And I don't really know why you're holding them, unless, like, you have a claim on Croatia? Is Croatia gonna come knocking? I mean, sure. I do not know. Like, if Croatia's gonna come knocking. They might as well. But if they ain't gonna come knocking, then delete your armies and get your nation sorted. Let me see. I need to find out if Venice is still playing. Looks like Venice is still playing. Venice also in the gold now. We went to explore Venice. You got to hear. I mean, any particular reason why you're not just like colonizing somewhere? Like this land would even go to yourself if you colonize these islands. Dutch have this, but you can have this. Like, just colonize this. I didn't add that. But there's 5 provinces in Iceland. No? What? Oh, a scrolling. Ah, okay, whatever. So, I know you've been warmongering in Italy. I do not know which side you're on, who you're allied to, etc. All I know is you've been fighting a lot of wars. And of course, I know that's expensive. You have some coin to do, that's quite good. Venice control is actually not that great because Sicily. Why does Sicily have so much power? Because you have negative and his positive? Yeah, prestige, I guess just your duchy prestige. And put in your capital, well, I mean, if you're expecting Sicily, he's making it into a course, he's like not gonna take anytime soon since. Yeah, you got conquered a lot of stuff from you. Yeah, so put the trade edict on in the capital. Offensive explode. I don't think you're allowed to take this. I think the server has a rule about 111, so you have to like take of each category. I mean, this is the meta thing that all people do go to mill ideas, but I don't think the server allows that. So yeah, I think you'll have to be punished for that, like just like by deleting it. Of course, you're going exploit years. I mean, you're likely gonna be exiled to the New World. Which the New World is strong. Don't get me wrong. Um, the issue here is that you could have made a lot more money if you had 4 ideas into trade. That would give you so much control over the Venice node. Could that have won you any of these European wars? I do not know. But the cost of you taking exploration is like you're forcing yourself into exilement to the New World because you're making your nation weaker. Because none of these things give you anything in helping fighting. If you had been trade ideas, you'd have 20% more trade power everywhere. You've had another merchant, and you would have 10% trade efficiency. That would have made you maybe 10 ducats more a month, those combined. Yeah, some decent build up. You had duck shit average autonomy. You still have duck shit average autonomy, but it's looking a bit better now. You don't have his. No, I mean this looks decentish. I don't like Turk centuries, but whatever. So yeah, unlike the other nations that should definitely sell their fucking titles, I think you should hold on to them because you need to get your what do you call it, your average autonomy down. Somehow you're not Republic, but you're a kingdom. I do not know what you did wrong, or if you started this way in Ante Bellum. I don't know, but I don't think this civil war is avoidable. And you're not running any advices by making plus 10 ducats a month. Bankrupt? No, you're not bankrupt. One knows advices. It's man as man as king, for fuck's sake. Also, I don't think this Lombardy is a player anymore, but so it's free for you to eat. Sicily doesn't eat it first. Let's see, Arles, one corruption, whatever. No loans, not the greatest income, honestly, but he's also not the biggest nation. I mean, I think you should just focusing on eating. Can you eat or whatever that nation? Yeah, like this is AI. Just eat it for fuck's sake. It's just sitting there. It's free for the eating. We also like, I mean, idea-wise, you're not doing any better than slightly better than Swap here. Yeah, that's not looking good. Quantity was the old meta. It's still a decent idea group. It's not bad to go. Don't let anyone say it's a horrible choice. It's not. It's quite a decent choice. The sad part, but the sad part is the policy with eco is not that amazing. It's just some force limit and some manpower recovery, I think. Quantity, however, with trade has the amazing good, I think it's 20% good produce policy, which is really amazing. So if you want to go quantity, then our trade idea second would have been beautiful, but it's not bad to go quantity eco. But you're behind on it. Yeah, your burgers ain't very happy. That gives you unrest, more death cost, trade efficiency. What did you do to piss them off so much? I mean, you didn't give, could have given more away to them, I guess. So yeah, small nation. You're definitely focusing on eating AI around you. You really need some more land. Like, you have 21 provinces, and we are 8 years into the game. I mean, that's not great, especially since you started with like what? Did you start as Lower Burgundy? I guess you might have. I mean, since you've tripled your provinces, that's not really that great, especially when there's so much AI around. I know this was usually a player, but yeah, you should try to expand into the French region for now. You are luckily allied to Sicily, which is one of the strongest nations in the Mediterranean. Sicily is also up to date on ideas. I wouldn't myself taking these choices. They're not per se bad. I value quality higher than offensive, but offensive is quite decent. I mean, espionage, it's gonna be, you're gonna have a lot of siege ability. That's basically, like, it's got surprise someone, and then it's definitely strong in the early game, don't get me wrong. But the amount of money you could have made with trade ideas is insane in Italy. Like, the extra merchants and the global trade power just makes you, like, eat all the money out, what was the right word, like, suck all the money out of everything around you. Like, you put a merchant in Tunis, it sucks everything out. You have the merchants to do it as well. Right now you only have like, what, 2 merchants. If you had the trade, you'd have 3 more merchants. You put one in Valencia, put one in Tunis, you put one in Alexandria, you put one in Ragusa, and you just suck the money out of these nodes and make yourself rich at the expense of everyone around you. You can sell and seize like 2k ducats. What, I wonder what could 2k ducats be used for? Some decent workshops, some barracks that you don't have any of when you're quite low in manpower anyway. Maybe some regimental camps so get your force limit off. Like maybe some menus to increase your income. Or maybe pay off some whatever loans. Not a lot. So yeah, you definitely should be selling some titles. Ellis Nation looks quite well. Honestly, that's not too much to like the idea choices. I'm not saying they're per se bad, but had he taken trade second as his second idea group, he'd be making much more money. But and Inno is like Inno, you prefer to generate more mana, and Eco is you prefer to help your economy and develop cheaper. So Inno is not a bad idea, it just delays Eco by so much, which is usually the downside with Inno, is that you delay Eco because Inno is quite amazing idea group. Like, getting all that innovativeness is so amazing. The team advisors, when you finish it, the tech cost, you're just gonna save so much mana with Inno. But you're gonna be lacking the 10% death cost from Eco and the tier 8 perform Locky and Proviso, which gives another 5% death cost and 5% good produce. So like, it's not bad. There's just so much stacked on Eco that's the best idea group. Also, your army here is taking attrition. Wouldn't recommend that, but that's a minor detail. I don't think your merchant collecting here. Don't you like this is your main node anyway? So you're collecting here already. Instead, right now, Italy is getting all the fucking money from your Tunisian land. You could put a merchant in there and take that money for yourself. I mean, any reason why you're sitting on this, might as well just select it. But yeah, Sicily is looking quite great. Like, it has even secured like all of this North Africa. Yeah, Sicily is looking quite great. Don't let anyone fool you. This Sicily is looking great. Even though I say I disagree with his idea choices, I say they are not bad because they ain't bad. So in the Netherlands, the guy with a lot of talking, and he's making decent income. Yeah, English Channel, he got the better hand of it so far. He's fighting for India. He really wants Brugge, and then he can, like, because England got Normandy, right? Yeah, so like in the long run, you're gonna have a hard time competing with England for trade because you have 4 centers of trade, and he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 estuaries, and you have 2 estuaries. So you'll want down 1 trade center and down like 10 provinces in the English Channel. So yeah, Brugge would, like, the Picardy state just generally would be really neat for you to like control the channel. And then honestly, what I would do is say Great Britain, I'm gonna be your friend, because growing the money in the English trade is mutually beneficial for the two of you. And England went Explo, and you went Explo. So you say, hey, we're just gonna cooperate in Europe and make the English Channel as big and fat as we can, and then, well, I go into Africa and the Caribbean, and you go into North America. You could possibly already be doing that, but yeah, that would be. Oh yeah, not the Picardy, the Flanders state is what we want. That would be the ideal choice. I mean, we're fully building these. We're fully building churches. We haven't built any force with yet. Barely any manpower. Not really any menus. I mean, at this point, I don't really mind the roads that much, but I would have seen the force buildings before these. How is your expansion into West Africa going? Yeah, there's a lot of land for you to be had here. Just like keep expanding. I guess Congo's a bit here. But other than that, then there's just like free West Africa to eat. And you have over here, you have getting colonies as well. I quite like this in Netherlands. It's going decently well. Ideas are, well, it's not the worst stuff we've seen out there, but there's a nation that's more done ideas. Soon you won't be needing money that much, but again, then you're conquering land in Africa, you're actually going to be needing money, so I still think it's the right call to sell. You were worrying about government capacity? What? Why did it give the gov capacity? I mean, you have plenty of gov capacity to spare. Okay, let's look at Great Britain. Also in a golden era, formed Great Britain. Yeah, he's colonizing North America. It's quite decent. His income is not great for Great Britain. Yeah, the merchants are likely correct. And yeah, I mean GB is doing decent enough on the conquest of land, and he's like vessels down here, etc. And then he starting to go into the new world, and he can kick out Windia if he wants to, because Windia has no fucking clue why he's over there. He can just like be kicked out anyway at any time. Yeah, you've done the increased levies and aggressively selling and seizing, which now means you can't sell anymore, because then you're gonna be below 20 crownland, and you can never get above 20 crownland unless you're deaf or remove that privilege. It gives you a lot of manpower, but you lose any control over your crownland really. You went Inno. I mean, Inno again. I think trade would have been better for you, but Inno's not a bad choice. Makes you generate more money and is likely, I mean, arguably better on the long run, but we'll see about that. You have transport fleet. You have that fleet. Yeah. This is likely correct. I mean, if both you and Netherlands. Yeah, both you and Netherlands have merchant ships. So if you make a deal and say, hey, actually, to be honest, we'll be making more money if you decided to send our merchant ships to Lübeck, because then you're steering money out of Vendia and Scandinavia, and you're both getting more money. I know that requires you to cooperate, but you actually would both be making more money. Just an interesting thought. So yeah, England like creeping onto the continent. He can like creep a bit more onto the continent without actually having to really invest too much. He's getting colonial nations up and running. Yeah, he likely wants like a colonial nation in Canada and colonial nation in Eastern America, and then that's it. And just like grow them with the one colonies he has. I don't think he recognized that going expansion wasn't really worth it, so that's quite good to see. Look at Iberia. So Iberia is also an exploration areas. I mean, if I was you, I'd be fucking super scared of the Sicily here. So I'd definitely put a fort on Gibraltar. Your fort line to the north is pretty amazing. But yeah, putting a fort on Gibraltar makes any assault from the south so insanely hard. So you're taking attrition in the stack, move it to the coast or something so it doesn't take attrition. I don't think full cannon sack at this point, I don't think it is worth it, dude. I mean, I definitely do agree the full cannon back row are quite strong, but at this point, you'd be better off having more front line. I mean, if you're fighting together with 3 other guys and they don't have front line, I guess, but at this stage it's really just not worth it. They're so expensive for what they give, and honestly, you would rather just be having more front line at this stage. Yeah, they're decent on tech, you're behind on ideas, but then again, you've been fighting Death Wars non-stop. We're getting the mana here. How about as a lone situation is fine-ish. Yeah, I think you can below crown on gaming. Yeah, you can go down and then seize and then use your money to, I don't know, pay off your loans, build some things, put some more development into your gold mine possibly. Your merchants, yeah, I mean, you'll be making more if you move your merchant from collecting in Cordoba, or Sevilla as usually called, into Tunis and like steering from Tunis. Or maybe you actually be making more moving this merchant because you're already collecting in Cordoba, so the extra merchant just gives this bonus, trade no power, and maybe some small other bonus, but it's really not a lot of bonus you're getting. While you're not collecting in here, but you have 30%. So all this money, everything that Valencia knows produces, even though you have all the trade power, Italy's getting that. So right now you're just like saying, hey Italy, you want this Valencian trade money? Go take it. Because you don't have a merchant in there. I do get that Sicily has so much downstream power that he has a lot of power, but still put a merchant in there. And stop taking attrition on your cannons, it's hurting your manpower and your eco because you each month have to pay the reinforcement cost. I mean, unless you're getting graded, which you actually likely are. Yeah, you're getting graded, actually this fort might not be that bad. Because of the devastation. But like a lot of people actually going into the new world, I don't agree with the choices, but it's quite nice because the new world will be interesting. So this campaign, I actually would really like to see an Ayutthaya seat and the Somalia seat because there's so much vacant areas of the world. Arguably, the host should even like maybe refurbish these nations, but actually they look quite decent ideas compared to some of the players around. So maybe they could just like instantly host a player on them. Somalia looking quite good, and Ayutthaya as well. I mean, So could of course go and kill Ayutthaya, but I don't think Malacca could. Um, People, I don't know why want that high crownland gaming. I don't think it's the right choice yet. Like, it's so long to absolutism that you don't really need to be high crownland gaming. Get that money invested into your nation, boost your nation that way. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and see you next week.